My name's Celeste De Highden. I'm currently leading the Operations and Business Performance team within the financial services area of Australia Post. I attended the Master of Communication way back in 2015. One, I really found that I've been able to embed some key tools from the Master in Communications, and I really relished the uplift in my communication style that it had given me. But the environment, as we all know, COVID meant that I was leading a team remotely, I was engaging with my stakeholders remotely and dealing with a number of vendors Australia-wide and globally. So the importance of how my messages were getting across was via video. So I really wanted to hone in on some of those tools and techniques. I'd now been in 2 different organisations, and the role that I was in now, I was largely talking to audience that weren't knowledgeable on my topic. So I found that not just the content, but the how I delivered it and what was in it for the audience was really important in my communication. So since undertaking the refresher, I think a few takeouts for me has been around that knowing the audience and what's in it for them, and really playing to that in my communication, being really clear on what I want them to hear and take out of my messaging. The other thing is around actually creating the relevance and the credibility and the authority for me. Absolutely, I feel more confident. I think, even little points like, and I've just noticed it now, making sure that I'm talking to the camera and not looking at my face, and also just really conscious of, the gestures and how much it's not just the head that we want to look at, but it's really the whole physiology that we really want to take into account. My topics are very financial services heavy, and I was recently running a business case around the needing to get some buy-in from a range of stakeholders across Australia Post that weren't really that interested in my particular topic, but knowing the relevance to my audience and what was in it for them. I think particularly playing to that pain and gain, or that achievement that they could have out of my topic, really connected them into their messages. I was surprised at how it felt easy, and it felt like we were in a physical room, able to give each other feedback, able to interact in smaller groups as well as the larger group. But I really felt that connection and the ease of, quite quickly connecting with the other members in the session, and to the point of giving people feedback. I think that was really important, something we got to really quickly. The diversity and variety of the participants in the course was great. We had not-for-profit, we had some of the banks. So for me, that was really, really beneficial. It's always been a course that I've remembered fondly and have it influenced my style. So I think as you move roles, the world changes, the environment changes that we're interacting with our audience. And I think you can, it's one of those things, your communication style can always improve and change as, the environment and your audience changes.